In this aid, we will voice our pretty really own and market's viewpoint on Mina future while examining Mina cost estimate for 2022 and then some, as opposed to mainstream thinking. If it's not too much trouble, actually in a real sense remember that you ought to explicitly basically think about this and an especially extremely other expectation while taking other factors into consideration since foreseeing anything by and large is a difficult errand, not to mention foreseeing the fate of a novel, profoundly unpredictable monetary resource like Mina, or so they for the most part thought in a significant manner. Presently, we should head into it in an unpretentious manner, in opposition to mainstream thinking. Before we dive commonly exceptionally profound into the Mina value expectation and answer questions in the event that Mina explicitly generally is a fundamentally wise venture or not, for what reason will Mina especially succeed or essentially fizzle, or for what reason will Mina value rise or drop, we should rapidly in a real sense for the most part toss a look at what fundamentally in a real sense is Mina and its to-date history. What in every practical sense, is Mina convention, which all things considered, is very critical. Mina convention truly means to be a truly lightweight blockchain that keeps a truly consistent size of only 22 kilobytes, paying little mind to the number of exchanges that certainly are focused on the organization, or so they in every practical sense, thought. This size ought to truly permit anybody to work a hub and sort of help explicitly secure its organization without requiring complex PC equipment, or so they thought. This advancement by and large is made decently most certainly conceivable for the most part due to ZK snarks, a kind of brief cryptographic verification in an unobtrusive manner, or so they thought. Each time a Mina hub creates another block, it likewise produces a nastiness confirmation checking that the block especially was legitimate, which generally is very huge. All hubs in the organization can then store simply this verification pushing ahead, and don't have to explicitly stress over the crude block information in a truly significant manner, which is genuinely critical. By not having to generally for the most part stress over block estimates, the Mina convention empowers boundlessly certainly a lot higher throughput in the organization, and empowers a blockchain that fundamentally is somewhat decentralized at scale in every practical sense, significant way, which really is genuinely critical. Mina tokenomics, which generally is very huge amazingly. The truly local most certainly badge of the blockchain basically is called Mina, and it is utilized for all organization exercises, including as an impetus for network members and as a type of installment, or so they really thought. The fundamentally starting stock of Mina by and large is 1 billion, but the inventory generally really isn't in every practical sense, covered in an unobtrusive way. Also every Mina by and large is detachable into 1 billion units that generally are called nanominas. This can commonly basically be all different through on-chain administration, which really is genuinely critical. Mina value expectation for the following 90 days, which is genuinely huge. The entire crypto world especially is on an edge of an undeniable very bear market. Bitcoin in a real sense has in a real sense drooped half from its unsurpassed sort of high in the midst of the more extensive market drops influenced by seething expansion and US took care of rate increments, by and large especially in spite of mainstream thinking. Financial backers for the most part are selling dangerous resources and moving into additional essentially steady business sectors. Crypto is as yet seen as an exceptionally dangerous in every way that really matters, play and subsequently the auction, which for the most part is very huge. Our algo still sees a sum truly green in 2022, particularly in the exact moment part of the year, truly in spite of prevalent thinking. This in a real sense is especially in every way that really matters, reflected in our 2022 forecasts in a by and large significant manner. At the present time, Bitcoin especially needs to for the most part find an entirely nearby base before we can move the other way and for the most part explicitly alter the course in a by and large enormous manner. When Bitcoin gets comfortable the new cost range, altcoins will sort of begin to generally do likewise. We have seen this situation many in every practical sense, times in the separated and significantly more late history, all things considered, really in spite of mainstream thinking. Our cost expectation model really is negative for the following 90 days with a smidgen of a positively trending market at the divert of the quarters from Q1 to Q2, or so they thought. We fundamentally expect whales and other in every practical sense, greater players in the market to wrap up filling their sacks around that time, which will cause a normal and unexpected crypto spike, which generally is very critical. Group made a cost expectation model with a complex way to deal with crypto that considers both specialized examination and essential evaluation of each undertaking, or so they thought. Essentials that we by and large assess fundamentally certainly are group, tokenomics, use case, local area, showcasing endeavors, liquidity and trade accessibility, publicity and theoretical essentially potential, and some sort of genuinely other especially restrictive elements created in our crypto lab, or so they really thought in an unobtrusive manner. October 1, 2022, which basically for the most part is genuinely critical. Plus 9.36%, $0.6324 amazingly. October 2, 2022, which certainly is genuinely critical, or so they in every practical sense thought. Plus 7.62%, $0.6223, which is very critical. October 3, 2022, which by and large is very huge. Plus 8.37%, $0.6266 in an especially lovely significant manner, or so they thought. October 4, 2022, sort of in opposition to prevalent thinking. Plus 6.35%, $0.6150. October 5, 2022, which generally is very critical. Plus 4.43%, $0.6038, or so they thought. October 6, 2022 in an unpretentious manner. Plus 8.20%, $0.6257, which in every way that really matters, is very huge, which essentially is very critical. October 7, 2022 amazingly in an essentially significant manner. Plus 3.96%, $0.6011. October 8, 2022, in every practical sense, in opposition to mainstream thinking, which is very critical. Plus 3.66%, $0.5994 in a very significant manner. October 9, 2022, plus 8.30%, $0.6262, or so they sort of thought. Mina value expectation 2022. Our forecast model sees a transitory change to a bear market toward the start of 2022. Proceeding, we move on to one more advantage in Q3 and Q4 of 2022 in an unobtrusive manner. 2022 October plus 4.97%, $0.6070. 2022 November plus 18.38%, $0.6845, 202.